Hi guys, how have you been? The last days have been a little sad with rainy days and weather is gloomy, and this reminds me a lot of fall and study sessions, and it's like the beginning, middle of the semester, and there are a lot of evaluations and midterms. So I want to talk to you about a few tips and tricks that I used while I was in college that helped me a lot to just prepare myself for my evaluations and exams. So when I think about preparing myself for an exam, I always think about organization and just divide the matter for that exam by chapters and subchapters. Like this I can understand the topic and what I will talk about. Maybe I will go to the classes, so I will remember a lot of that concepts just by the title of that matter. And then I just divide my study by that chapter and the exercises by that chapter, all the texts that I need to revise, all the exercise I need to make, and like this I can just organize my matter and just not like keep study, and you just have like 15 days or 20 days, and we don't want that. Another thing that might help you a lot is like when you are studying your subchapters and revising all that texts and informations and a lot of questions that you need to answer and exercises that you need to revise, a lot of sheets. I always like to do a mind map, so I put the center, the title of that topic or that subject, and I just create a few branches and important branches so I can organize my thoughts, and when I'm revising later and just acquire my matter in phases and in weeks maybe, or in days, like in 3 days, I just look at my mind map and I can remember of all the concepts that I study and like specific exercises that I already made, and I can assure myself that I am learning, I am memorizing, and I can do it all over again. Other thing that I love to do is just pinpoint, and I just underline very well all the things that I don't know. So when I am studying and a few concepts are not very well known and I'm struggling a little bit with it, I just put like a massive post-it, or I just underline it and put like exclamation points, just for me to understand that this is like a soft point and I really need to try harder and just research about that topic and find new information that I can have so I can understand it better. I also love to use a lot of post-its just to pinpoint a few concepts that I know that are really important, like a massive point or subject that you really need to know. In my case, like in mechanical engineering, like the name of a multi-process, how it is done, what type of materials usually are used. So I also like a lot of just to color codes. Post-it and color codes are like a great combination while studying, because you are actively learning, or actively reading and thinking about what you are doing. Another thing that I learned too late in college was that you really need to do the exams of last years. So you need to grab that exams from your older friends, like bank exams or something like that, and you just need to make a few of them. Like this you can just get familiarized with all the information, what type of questions that might be. Maybe you can just like also quiz yourself to just see, okay, I know this, okay, this is like a soft spot for me, I need to understand this better. Oh my god, I couldn't never imagine that this type of question may appear in my exam. So this is very important. Please do the exams of last years and you can do it better. What you can do is, like when you are studying, so you are preparing all your chapters, organizing your study for next week before the exams. And luckily you just know already a few things from the classes and annotations that you are making during the classes and your study during the semester. What you can do is just read all the exams, past exams, in the beginning of the study. Like this, you are like, okay, this is like a topic that I need to study. Okay, I remember this topic, but I don't know too much about it, so this is important, okay? And you're just quizzing yourself very lightly. And this is not for you to just, oh my god, I don't know shit. No, it's not for that. It's just for you to get familiarized, for you to understand how the exam works, and as the time passes by, you are just learning a little more, you are revising, and you're just, okay, I know this question because this question was in the exam last year, and I am studying this right now, so I can already answer to that with extra points and a few details because I know a few things. And this is like a great advice. Last thing that I really think about when studying for the exams is that I'm a very anxious person, and studying stresses me. The act of study, it gives me a lot of anxiety, and what I try to do while studying is just mentally prepare myself for the exam. So I try to remind myself that I'm very lucky to be able to study and have a great education, and that I'm worthy to be here because I could make it until here, so maybe I can do this. And it just depends on me, and treat me with kindness, and comparisons are not needed. It doesn't matter about the other persons. The person that you matter is you. And I think that, of course, college, university, it's a lot. It's like a very difficult time in a person's life, but just the act of me being able to sit and be calm, try to be calm, just train myself. And the most important for me during college was not to study for the exam, is for me to control my anxiety till the exam, and therefore not like undermine my study before the exam, and just be able to have a calm state of mind so I can acquire the concepts better and memorize. Because if you're in a stressful environment, depends a lot of your personality, but you will have a little bit of trouble like memorizing and pinpoint your and just focus your attention in a certain point. And for me, college was like this. So yes, this is my advice. You can do this. If I could, and I just finished my course in the 5 expected years, like a bachelor in 3 years and a master in 2 years, you can also do this, because my anxiety really put a lot of step back in my performance. So if you don't have anxiety, but you have that thing of comparison, of there is something troubling you, or you have a lot of insecurities, or you're like imposter syndrome, forget about the things, concentrate in your study, get your coffee or your tea, just look around you and understand how lucky you are. So these are my tips that I would like to learn like during my college times, and how to study during the semester. I think they are very simple ones. Maybe you already do all that things. So I wish you like a very good study session, and I really hope that you have the best and a good performance in your midterms and exams, and I will see you in next video. Bye!